Thank you. All right. Wow, 2007. Almost 2 decades later. All right. Well, he did say I would do this closer to, but we've got other games planned for Monday and Wednesday. So the extra Thursday stream, when Mermaid Mask actually drops, will sadly not be, you know, following this. I wanted to get this done sooner rather than later. So let me do all of my fun. Oh, hey, I've got to, you know, post my link here or whatever, just so that it is posted. Skype. Let's see. Let's see. All right, things are posted where they need to be posted. I have someone in chat, it seems. Oh, it's just me. Well, whatever. Here we go. Oils. This is the Flash one. I did say I was going to start here, even if it is non-canon. Ooh. Someone was murdered. Isn't that always how it is with these games? It's never a theft. You can't have a fun Ace Attorney like game with just a theft. Alright, let's see. At 8:28 last night, a body was found at the local fairground that operates just outside of town. The cleaner, one Jerry Spears, discovered the dead body of his former colleague inside the Hall of Mirrors. Jerry Spears in the Hall of Mirrors. Alright. All the evidence points towards murder. The clown. God damn it. I swear to God, if I have to deal with the clown. Charles Ringer, who works at the very same fairground, is the main suspect. Oh my God, that's loud. Oh wow, that's really loud. Okay. Who works at the very same fairground is the main suspect. He seems to have some less than favorable links with the victim. If this grim case remains unsolved, the fairground manager, Mr. Mr. Gary Coyles, has stated he will have to permanently shut down operations. Private Detective Grimoire has been called in to clear things up. We've got one evening to find the truth about what happened last night. If Grimoire can't solve this mystery, no one can. You are putting a lot of faith into Detective Grimoire. Oh, hey, there's voice acting, but not. I'm not going to repeat myself again, Grimoire. You're listening this time, right? Some pretty nasty happened here last night. I'd say everyone in that fairground is a suspect. You've only got this one evening to do your thing. I can't do his voice justice. Don't tell me you're getting nervous now. Other guys tell me you're the best at this. You're gonna let me down, are you? It's your job to talk to the suspects and explore the fairground. Obviously, you need to take a look at the crime scene. Don't overlook any details, understand? Alright, I can't keep reading these. You should be able to work out who the murderer is, proving everyone else innocent. It was you. Confused about what to do, don't hesitate to ask me. Alternatively, the tutorial information is available from your notes page. I'm ready. Alright. Okay, fairgrounds entrance. Someone that. Oh, God, clowns. I might not want to keep playing this. You did it. You did it. You automatic. Yeah. Sorry, you're the criminal. I don't care. Do not like. Oh God, I have to talk to him more. I have to talk to the clown more. One of the last people here. Okay. Fairground. Huh. Okay, so this place gets even creepier, wondrous. Black marks on the ground. Yeah, actually, that does. There seems to be a huge chunk of the mirror shards missing. That's interesting. This place is very run down. Murder last night. Robbery last night. Oh wait, if you were fixing the fun house, why was the door blocked? Charles were arguing outside the hall of mirrors. Someone took a red nose. Okay. Okay, so now I've got all your dialogue. Yes. Yeah, I can definitely see why the change from this state to the other was needed. This is not a bad game, but like it's very much, you know, when you compare it to the most recent version, there's a lot of missing polish. Okay, so there's nothing clearly. Okay, there aren't many things back here. Can I go left? Nope. Oh, because I'm facing the big wheel. Okay. Oh, hey, there's something back here. Oh, so it's okay. It's pretty scary stuff, but I'm smiling. Okay, I can imagine you're the cleaner. Okay. Refuge? You mean refuse engineer? Yeah, I'm the youngest person here. Perks. Last night, obviously, yep. Andy was still here. There's a couple things before the boss. Saw Pete coming from the direction of the office. Put something in that bin. So Pete's who put the wire cutters in there. And then went into the toilet cubicle. What? Why have they even employed a cleaner, you're thinking? Abandoned look is very popular. Okay. It's all incredibly clean. Only a couple of days old. sights? What do you mean by the sights? Something like that. Not a single tree or bird. Get the truth. As soon as they begin lying, you should be able to tell. Oh, that was too soon. You stay in the food court. Anything that's a little creepy. But I'm the least creepy person you've spoken to at the fairground. Oh, so someone. Well, I sort of knocked and you opened the door for me. Do you not remember? Hey, Thorn. Good to have you back for the wonderful stream of Detective Grimoire. Let's see, I prefer detective actually. Yes, that's right. My mistake. Detectives wear. Everyone joking about the detective not wearing a hat. Great. I don't like this guy already. Gary Coils on this fairground. Probably not. Hey, look. There's some level of charm to this, okay? This was made almost 2 decades ago. Like, and not for nothing, I kind of liked the little bit of the minigame mechanic that I was just doing. Murder in my very own fairgrounds. Imagine, must be difficult times. That's where I come in, you see. Last night, would you mind explaining to me what you were doing yesterday evening? Yesterday, oh yeah, the murder. I had quite forgotten. Okay, you're being really suspicious. Dehydrated, coming shortly before lunch. And it's quite hot out. My office gets awfully stuffy. Leave it in the evening. I stay later than everyone else. Go over. I normally do. I think I did last night. I don't see why I wouldn't. Fairgrounds. great pride in ensuring a safe environment. He was nearly completely deaf. Neither Charles nor Pete particularly loved him. He caused more problems than he solved, that's for sure. Who else? Okay. Hello. How are you doing, Nicole? Let's see. I broke in when I came to work, not knowing. Hmm. I like that we marked him as innocent. Would be a very interesting twist if he wasn't. Okay, so I can't interrogate him on specific evidence. All right. I've already asked you everything. I believe I've asked you everything. Okay, I've definitely got everything there. So there's more about the funhouse that I need to know. Here we go. Other staff. Myself usually. Yep. I am indeed playing the OG. This is the OG Flash version, I believe. I am going to be playing regular Detective Grimoire once this is over. I'm thoroughly convinced. He told me he saw you and Charles arguing outside the Hall of Mirrors. I don't see what I don't really argue much. Get the truth. This is a pretty cute mini game. I do like it. Tell me the truth, fun. All right. It's gonna be Pete, because I believe Pete was the one who mentioned the argument. got the green marker. Your uncle. Oh god, I gotta talk to him. I don't want to. I really don't want to. Screw it. We're just gonna leave that to last. Tight squeeze, but okay. Hey. Yeah, I played Tangle Tower last week, so I'm playing this one and regular Detective Grimoire, the one that got released on Steam, because next week Thursday I'm going to be streaming Mermaid Mask as a bit of an off schedule stream. Nope, it's just on this. It's just this one on this side. Okay. Alright, last night, let's just ignore the... I can get the gist from the notebook. The longer I look at him, the more I want to accuse him of the murder. I feel like I'm missing a couple pieces of information. Don't know if I have all the information. It almost... Well, clearly I'm missing something. It's gonna be P. Like, that's... wondering, do I have to ask, like, again? I'm wondering. I got, a note about him leaving early. Oh, I can ask. I'm no. Oh, there we go. And it went missing. Someone's been using it. Black. Oh, that's the friggin' mechanic stuff. One of Ringer's noses. Calendar's clearly reminding you to go home early. Spill it. Spill your goddamn guts. Watch Star Explorer. Oh my god, he left work early to catch an episode of fucking Star Trek. I mean, fair. Okay, yeah, so. Still missing an entire clue. Wait a minute. Pete would probably know how to clean up an oil spill. You'd think, okay. Okay. Yeah, okay, this is the... That guy is 100% guilty. Oh my god, yeah. I didn't even notice that he has the blue-handled stuff. Well, yeah, okay, that's not used. Wait, what? Big crack, where's the rest of it? Okay. Lot of hints about like, hey, where the fuck is the rest of the mirror? Just presenting it to thin air. Alright, let's yeah, she's probably innocent. I really do wonder what that last item I'm missing is. Oh, for your clown costume. Why do you have it? Alright. God, don't make me stare at a clown for this long. Please. Yep. All right. Let's do it. It's Pete. Yep. So you can be called to fix it. He notices the water cooler is broken and calls Pete to fix it during lunch. Green pen to the desk for second off Charles' costume. Toilet cubicle. By the time, okay. Pete is the hall mirror, smash the mirror, take the largest shard. To frame him. Before leaving, he leaves on the main light, hides in the empty game stall where accidentally behind the gate. Oh, yeah, okay. Hugh sees the hall of mirrors light through the window in his office, goes to turn the light off, or lets out a loud squeak. Alright. Call to fix it, yeah. Green pen. Clothing rips. Oiling the. Oh. Oh! He oiled the squeaky door. Okay, that makes way more sense. Distracted by the broken mirror, not see behind him because the door. Yeah. Are you kidding me? Okay, next. Hmm. He oiled the door before going in to make sure it doesn't squeak. Real. Oh. Alright, that was cute. I can definitely, there, like, obviously, like, massive improvements in the future editions. But, you know, for a Flash game, it takes an hour to play if you're going and actually trying to, like, solve it as you go. I could probably have sped run this in, like, a couple moments, but, hey, it's good. With every game when we complete it, we delete it. Now on to the first game I should have played earlier. Got my headphones. Yeah, charming. I mean, I will say that Tangle Tower was charming too. Far less jank. Now, as long as there's no clowns, I'm going to give this one no rush treatment.
2025 last night, a murder occurred in a remote part of this swamp. A small tourist attraction, deep within the heart of the marsh.
Hold on. A tourist attraction? Here?
Okay.
Why would anyone come here by choice?
I've explained this already. This area is famous.
Famous. All I read was that some idiot thought they saw an alien here 100 years ago.
Get your facts straight for once. We're talking about a creature that's lived in this swamp for over 60 years.
Okay, so it's a 60-year-old alien. I still don't see why it matters.
If it matters to anyone, it's you. That creature is our prime suspect.
The murder suspect?
That's right. This is no Loch Ness monster. You need to be taking this seriously.
No, look, come on. How am I supposed to arrest something that might not exist?
We've always enjoyed a challenge before. You can start by reading this.
Our case file? There's not a lot of it, is there?
As usual, we only know the bare essentials at this point.
Richard Remington, founder of tourist attraction Boggy's Bog, was found dead outside his office at 20:45 last night. Exact cause of death unknown. 3 small wounds to the chest suggest an attack from a flawed creature. Slime around the wound and footprints around the scene suggest the culprit was Boggy, the legendary swamp creature. Any of the 7 other people present in the swamp last night could hold vital information. It was a ghost! Yes, this is our suspect. He's 6 feet tall, got a posable. I don't even know. He's got a freaking prehensile mustache. And will always be smiling. Watch out. We have no idea what kind of claws he has.
Our murder victim, Richard Remington, he
Oh,
was in
God.
charge of this, tourist attraction. Boggy's Bog? What a name.
Boggy is the name of our creature. Well, nowadays it is.
You mean that stupid cartoon character? I've heard of him. That thing is our murder suspect?
There's more to Boggy than the cartoon character, I promise you. This is the place it all began. You'll find out soon enough.
This literally is just, oh my god, what magical animal did it this time?
Your case file is in the top right. You can look at your clues and suspect profiles in here. When you've collected some, of course. I'll stay and guard our boat, so if you're confused, come back here and I'll help you.
Hmm. Oh, is that sparkly hint icons? Okay.
That's where I need to go. I can switch to walk mode with the button in the bottom right. Oh, and if I'm feeling confident, I can turn off those sparkly hit icons in the options menu.
No, I like that. I'm big on sparkly hint icons.
I still don't quite understand why we have a tourist attraction here. Don't forget to use walk mode to move around. Is an opportunity for a photographic memento. The two characters are an explorer and Boggy himself. Are they fighting? It's an old statue of Boggy. His feet are hidden in a bucket of murky water.
Wow, you didn't get lost yet.
No, I only just got here. Who are you?
Oh, hey, it's the little girl.
Remember. Of course, you're not great at remembering. I should be offended, though.
The weird girl from the fairground.
You're that weird girl from the fairground.
Saw your hat blow through here already. You must be slow, if it wouldn't even wait for you.
Well, if you'll let me, I'd better go after it. You can wait here and be
You'll
faithful.
get lost. I would never forgive myself if I let you go through without the map.
You have a map of the swamp?
Not anymore. I'm giving it to you.
You should really stay here. It's dangerous. There's been a murder, although I suppose you know all about it already?
They're saying it was the creature, but it can't be him. He doesn't seem like a killing sort of creature. Nope. He's a different sort of creature.
Wait, what do you mean? If you... she disappeared. I might pretend I imagined her. No clues, just mud. The fence that seems to surround this entire area. Just my luck, the gate's closed. Looks like I can move these metal latches around.
Oh, good. We
I
actually
should
have
just have to
puzzles.
slide at least one of them out of the bottom of the lock. Then I'll be able to get through this gate. Probably. Hey, nice. I might get one of these from my office.
I just wanted to be extra and get both.
This is the tourist attraction? The whole thing just doesn't make sense to me. Let's do some thinking. Drag any two stray thoughts into those slots at the bottom, and flick through the connecting statements in between to make a sentence. Tap the confirm button to try it out. I just have to focus my thoughts and reach a conclusion. Boggy's Bog seems like the middle of nowhere. The swamp is far too remote for the tourist attraction to make any money. It's really bugging me. What's the story behind this place? Apparently, there's a museum to the left and a cafe to the right. I'm not hungry, though. This place is putting me off food. Note to self, don't fall in.
Okay.
There's a hollow part of the tree, right at the front, but it's too dark to see inside. There's a hollow part. It's a fork in the road.
How non-linear. Okay, well, he said he's not hungry, so let's go to the museum.
I should visit the crime scene before I do anything else. I think Officer James said it was to the west. There's a narrow path here leading up that hill and through the trees. It doesn't look inviting. I'm not sure it's part of the tourist attraction. There are bizarre footprints with 3 toes leading up to the office door, and back down into those reeds by the water. There are bizarre and back.
A couple of those are way larger, though that might just be because of the perspective.
So, this is where they found Remington's body. There's an open window above Remington's body. One of the curtains is ripped and hanging on the outside. I can't get in here without a key, and I don't feel like kicking the door down. Maybe if I get desperate later on. There's an open window. One of the curtains.
Oh, hey, we got people.
Some suspects. Let's get this investigation started.
Let's talk to you.
Yes, do you have a message for me?
No.
Oh my god,
Think so.
it's the fucking,
Why are you here? I'm
astronomer dude.
incredibly busy.
You don't look it. Who are you anyway?
What a question. You're serious? I am Vincent Van de Peer,
The famous movie director?
the artist, the visionary, the auteur. I'm a man of many talents.
Let's hope you have a talent for answering my
That's
questions.
Great. Let's hope you have a talent for answering my questions.
You're in my light. Could you take a few steps back, please?
But then I'd be too far away to talk to you.
I know.
See what's your
What's
job.
a famous guy like you doing in a place like this?
Quite. I'm sure you're thinking, why doesn't he send an assistant? But that's not the way this director works.
But what are you doing?
I'm feeling, I'm experiencing, I'm discovering this area.
The random lack of
history,
nose
this
is throwing me off.
It's the perfect setting for my next film. I'm on a scouting mission to get to know this swamp before I begin work on the latest masterpiece in a string of masterpieces.
You're making a movie about Boggy. About the swamp creature?
Of course. He's a fascinating individual, isn't he? So
Oh.
mysterious.
No idea. I haven't met him yet.
Sorry.
Is that your cameraman over there?
Yes, that's right.
The last game was
Bobby
way
Girl,
too
my
loud.
faithful right-hand
I forgot to
man.
reset it.
Well, faithful enough, you know.
No, I don't know.
He's an expert cameraman. Really knows his trade, of course. But he gets a bit muddled when it comes to priorities.
Like how? You mean he's lazy? He doesn't look lazy. He looks a bit scary.
Oh no, nothing of the sort. He just has a little hobby that sometimes distracts him from his work. But I wouldn't want anyone else shooting for me.
Ooh. What did you do last night?
Were you working yesterday? Here in the swamp, I mean?
Indeed I was working, very hard indeed, well into the night.
Hard work, is it? Getting to know the swamp?
You jest. But yesterday I was getting even more involved than usual, yes. Difficult to comprehend, I know.
So what kind of work were you
Also, yes, hi.
Well, I was, unable to find my faithful cameraman last night. He had hidden himself quite completely from view.
Bobby Burrow, right? Did you need him to film for you?
Always. But being a resourceful type of man, I stepped up and took on the responsibility
Wow.
myself. I
You
was
really
filming in
are
this exact
doing the
area, in fact.
Lord's work here.
You were filming? Last night? Here?
Yes, at the time of the murder, I believe. But wait, I know what you're thinking. Now don't forget, I'm not here to shoot some experimental documentary. I have no interest in late-night surveillance footage.
Did you see anything at all? What is it you were filming?
The water. I was filming the water. It's a fascinating subject, one that has me captivated to
Can I
the point where I...
see it?
You didn't see anything useful?
No,
You
that
said there
is
weren't.
wrong.
Nothing useful to you, my good detective, but there are some odd sounds on the audio track. Nothing but wild animals going about their nighttime rituals, I'm sure.
Dude, that's not an animal going. This is. Door creaks open. Huh? Gunshot. Actually, I have no idea what this sequence of sounds is here. This is him crying again, ripping the curtain, thud, and then something else dropping.
All right, let's see. Another suspect for my notebook.
That's a little rude.
No, I'm sorry. Did I say that bit out loud?
Maybe not. Maybe I can hear your thoughts.
So would you be able to answer my questions before I asked you?
Would you be able to question my answers before I tell you?
I could try.
I'm Bobby Burl, professional cameraman. Pleased to meet you.
I'm Detective Grimoire. I'm here to investigate last night's murder. Obviously.
Grimoire. Strange. Is that your first name?
It's my 23rd name. My second name, Detective.
It's my second name. Detective is my first name. Is there something I should ask the cameraman? Vincent Vanderpeer told me that Bobby Burl was nowhere to be found last night. Simple enough. What was Mr. Burl doing last night that meant he couldn't help out his boss?
Oh?
So you already told me what you do, but now, why would a cameraman be working here?
I go where I'm needed. Vincent wanted to come to the swamp, and I was happy to help.
Vincent
This guy
Vanderpeer.
looks like a thumb.
You mean that man standing on that rock over there?
That's right. I've worked with him for many years.
Is he your boss?
Oh, I don't know about that. We work together. He's tried to film here before, but he never got permission until about a week ago.
Oh, really? But why did you want to come here in the first place?
If you're looking for a reason to write down in your notebook, I'm sure he can tell you if you ask him. I'm just the guy who carries around the camera.
You always carry that camera with you?
Most of the time.
Can anyone just walk in here and start filming? Vincent Vanderpeer has always had permission from Richard Remington to film here in the swamp. Vincent Vanderpeer only recently
that's
got
correct.
permission from Richard Remington to film here in the swamp. I wonder if Mr. Vanderpeer has been breaking rules. Or maybe he'll have an excuse. I heard from Mr. Vanderpeer over there that you were nowhere to be found last night.
Hello, Lai.
Didn't I say I was at the cafe?
Yeah, you did. But your director needed you for some filming, and he couldn't find you. What were you doing that was so important?
Well, let's see. After I ate, I had to walk around the swamp. I didn't have my camera, so I was free to stretch my legs for once.
Where was your camera? Don't you carry it around with you all the time?
No, not all the time.
Hmm. Unless it was Vanderpeer.
You left it with Vanderpeer, and he used
Yeah,
it
because he
instead
recorded
that
it.
night.
That's right, he was looking after that camera. So I went for a late-night stroll. This place is beautiful in the evenings.
You just walked around? You didn't do anything? Didn't see anyone?
Well, I can't say that. I have various ways to pass the time, you know.
I don't trust that. You did say you had a hobby.
Vanderpeer said you had a hobby on the side.
Is that what he said? Well, yes, he's right. I brought 2 cameras with me when I came here. I left my video camera, yes, but I have another one. It's much smaller, and it only takes black and white photographs. You know the kind I mean?
A really old one?
Yes, I suppose so. I've always enjoyed traditional
So that's a new
photography,
piece of
and this
information.
place is a wonderful opportunity to take some pictures of a natural environment.
So, you were having some time off to take black and white photographs? For fun?
Only one photograph. You have to be disciplined when you're not using a digital camera.
Can I see it?
Of course. I took it near the woods at the back of the swamp. It's quite an interesting shot, but the light qualities weren't perfect. Here we are. Feel free to take a look.
Wait, what? This is a photo?
I haven't developed it yet. I only took it last night. Just brush the developing fluid over the photo to reveal the image.
What? Is that Boggy? The swamp creature just standing in the water?
It could be. Personally, I'm not convinced, but I'll let you decide for yourself.
I'm gonna meet everybody and try and obviously I have a challenge.
I heard
but
this isn't the first time you've tried to film here.
Where? In the swamp? What are you talking about?
Remington has denied you filming.
Remington has
the
denied you
past.
the filming permission in the past.
Oh, that. Nothing but the natural process of being in a profession like mine. Every situation simply requires the right approach before the gears start turning smoothly. You understand, I'm sure.
Why did Remington not want you filming here? And why did he change his mind?
It wasn't even up to him. This area is protected, you know. There are certain rules, certain regulations. I encounter this kind of thing all the time, really.
That doesn't explain why he changed his tune. It's a little suspicious.
Why would you say that?
A famous movie director suddenly gets his way. I wonder how that happened. Time to use my notebook. Just... Right. That's the one. I think you bribed Remington to get the filming rights.
Well, bribe is a strong word. It was just a little arrangement between friends.
What
Nothing
kind of
worth
wording
getting
would you
upset
use?
about.
Oh,
I
like,
simply promised him a cut of my next movie's profits. It made sense, since he owned the area anyway. Just a favor for a favor.
So you would have owed him money.
Only a small percentage, simply out of courtesy. And not for a long time, either. Huh?
I don't think I
You
asked.
were
Yeah, I
here
didn't ask you
yesterday,
about
I
last night.
presume? Last night?
Yes, I was.
Here, in this clearing?
No, I was over at the cafe getting something to eat. Richard Remington was there, too.
Remington? You saw him last night? Just before the murder?
That's right, I saw him. He left the cafe looking rather ill. I offered to help, but he just wanted to go back to his office. He looked like he had a lot on his mind.
He was ill yesterday?
Perhaps it was something he ate.
Interesting.
I don't think it's a window, but this hatch is shut at the moment. I can't see inside. This side of the museum is surrounded by blue and red flowers. I don't think it's a window. This side... That's the logo for Boggy's Bog. So, I'm guessing this museum is an official part of the tourist attraction. I hope they don't charge an entrance fee. That museum is... which makes it look even more out of place in the swamp. Is it being held up on wooden supports? It's bizarre.
Hmm.
It's a stepping stone path that goes past the museum and into the woods. So glad I'm wearing my best shoes today. This staircase is a tree, and this tree is a staircase, and this place is so weird. What's this? Looks like the stuff in the water has been moved around recently. Maybe if I reposition them, I'll find a clue.
Oh, okay. I'm seeing what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh, I'm recreating the footprints. Got it. Got it. Got it.
I recognize that footprint. It's the same as the one found at the crime scene. The rock path leading back towards the museum. The water's clear here. I can see my reflection in it. Not bad. This staircase and this
Okay. Up the stairs we go. And we hit a cutscene.
Someone please tell me why there's a house here. Well, the lights are on. Maybe somebody's home. I wouldn't be using this old rope bridge if I had a choice. I've seen the movies, I know what happens. It feels like I've stepped... The latch is broken on this door. Seems I can fix it with those 3 cogs if I just put them in the right place. Once they're on the right pins, I can move the handle at the bottom to try and open the door.
Right. Can't.
Perfect. The owner of this house seems to enjoy reading, though I'm not sure what else there is to do up here, actually. There's a whole load of needles and wool on that shelf. Or should I say yarn? I just don't know anymore. I'm indoors. This is like an oven? Or is it just a boiler? It's so old-fashioned it hurts my brain. Check out that sunlight beaming through the window. It's so bright I should have brought my sunglasses.
You just walked straight into my house, did you?
Not exactly. I had to climb up
Not
here first.
exactly. I had to climb up here first.
Normally, I have methods for dealing with unwanted attention, but I can make exceptions for harmless idiots.
Do you get any attention up here?
Most of the time, people like to leave me alone. But I don't think you're going to, are you?
No. I could make an excuse and say it's my job to ask you about last night, but to be honest, I climbed all the way up here and I just like being indoors.
Well, if you insist on staying, I'll tell you. I'm Lady Weybridge, and I think you might be climbing up the wrong trees.
I'm Detective Grimoire, and I think I might agree with you.
Literally climbing up trees.
What do you do here? Did you work for Richard Remington?
I was living here before that man was even born, and I have absolutely nothing to do with him, or his little tourist attraction.
You're exaggerating. How long have you been here? Just in this treehouse? What do you do up here?
I've been here longer than anyone. Even longer than, well, anyone.
I like numbers.
60 years, something like that.
What have you been doing
Oh,
for
she's
that
boggy. Got
time?
it.
If you don't mind me asking.
I have many reasons to be here, but I won't bore you with all the details of my life.
I'm sure there's one detail worth writing down.
I like to study the plants and flowers in this area. I've learned many things from them.
What about this little chemistry set you've got on your table?
I wouldn't call it a chemistry set, but if you bring me an object that has liquid on it, or inside it, I'll tell you what that liquid consists of.
Wow, how do you do that?
Chemistry.
Alright.
Your job is to ask me about what happened last night.
Do you even know what happened last night?
I know more than you might imagine.
Oh, that sounds useful. Can you tell me? What were you doing?
I was here, in my house, by myself.
Mm-hmm. What else?
That's it.
Thanks. Just give me a minute to write all this down.
So she's dyeing, I'm assuming, she's dyeing wool with, or yarn is probably the better way of phrasing this. Because you've got the flowers that you saw over there. So where's the blue coming from?
Predictably, a trash can. And I just can't resist taking a look inside. The glamorous life of a detective. My favorite part of the job. Maybe there's something underneath the trash in here. Hello, what's this? Just a piece of paper? Or something more sinister?
Yeah, okay, it's foggy possible.
Are we really talking about a swamp creature here? The costume design I found in the trash can explains what Burrow's black and white photo is showing me. My detective's intuition is kicking in. That black and white photograph. I'm not sure I'm looking at the real Boggy here, and I think these designs I found in the trash can might be the answer.
Makes
I'll
sense.
ask around, see if anybody knows anything about this. Oh, and I should start looking for the costume itself. If I can find that, there'll be some pretty impressive evidence.
Yep.
I have
Oh.
something for you.
Another gift already. Where are you keeping all this stuff? You don't even have...
I don't need a pocket to carry a key.
What key?
I don't know. You could try it on any door you like. Although, I recommend you try it on that office door.
Remington's office?
Mm-hmm.
Water everywhere, and not a drop to drink. Seriously, I'm not drinking that. The tables and chairs are made out of parts of a ship. I think. Never really learned much about ships. A shipwreck? In a swamp? Does that make any sense? And why is there a cafe growing out of the side?
Ah, yes. I heard they were sending somebody over. So you're Detective Grimoire.
At your service. Well, kind of. You're a suspect too.
Of course. Feel free to be as suspicious as you like. I won't be offended. You can call me Harper.
How did you know my name?
I can only assume I must have read about one of your many exploits. But I think you'll find the swamp to be your greatest challenge.
What's so challenging about an old swamp?
What's so challenging about an old swamp?
The swamp itself has a history that has captured many imaginations, for better or for worse. My advice to you, look to the past. It could be the way forward.
So, you sit in this boat all day and sell food to people? To tourists, I guess?
Not just the tourists, but the employees too. To anyone who is hungry or thirsty. I know everyone's favorite foods.
What are they? Oh, and is this a real shipwreck? How did it get here?
I can't expose all the secrets of the swamp. I don't want to spoil your fun.
Is there a secret to this shipwreck?
No.
You just spoiled my fun.
You'll find out there are some secrets worth keeping when you've worked here as long as I have.
Well, how long is that?
I've worked in the swamp almost as long as Mr. Remington. We knew each other for a long time.
Really? So what was his favorite food?
Mr. Remington enjoyed a specialty only I can make. The bog dog. He ate one nearly every day. A real creature of habit, that one.
It looks like a hot dog.
It's similar, but I'm afraid I have to disappoint you. I'm not serving them today.
Why not?
Yesterday I found this strange green powder in my entire supply.
Guess I'm out of luck today. Well, thanks for the information. You've
Strange
been a real
green
big help.
powder.
Wait, take this with you. If you get thirsty, it's the most popular drink in Boggy's Bog. Swamp juice. Try it.
It looks like... It looks... Well, I'll try some later on.
You're in luck. That's my last bottle. A lot of swamp juice has been disappearing from my stock recently. I can only assume I must
Interesting.
have been selling them all.
Did something strange happen at the cafe yesterday? Richard Remington left the cafe feeling ill after Hopper sold him a bog dog. Hopper is basically in charge of all the food and drink here in Boggy's Bog. I'll have to ask him about this.
You're going to
Ask
ask me
him,
about what I
sir.
was doing
Yes.
last night.
I
Yes,
was
I am.
going to. Were you going to tell me anything?
I was working here at the cafe in the evening, and I had a couple customers. Eventually they all left and I locked up and went home.
Do you lock away everything at night?
Not everything, just the storeroom over there.
You mean that little door on the side of the ship? Is there anything else to lock?
I leave the chairs, tables, and trash can where they are. Lifting things like that is not a job for an old man.
Don't you have anyone to help you?
Mr. Remington liked to keep us down to his skeleton staff. There simply aren't many people who would choose to work in a place like this.
Fair enough.
A skeleton staff? Well, that's convenient for him since...
Don't make that joke. I won't laugh. Someone made a costume to look like the creature. They must have known it would get a reaction for sure. But I wonder if they planned things to go this far.
When you're finished theorizing, I was going to show you these sketches I found in the trash can right next to your cafe.
It does seem like someone was designing a costume. A disguise, perhaps.
I don't know.
Try to think why somebody would do such a thing.
I don't know.
What could they achieve with it?
I don't know!
Not yet.
Let's do your challenge.
I was told Remington left the cafe looking ill last night. Since you seem to be completely in charge of all the food and drink around here, I'm afraid this is something I can't ignore.
He was an old man. His health wasn't perfect. But I'm not arguing with you. I think it is suspicious. What do you think caused it?
What do I think caused it? A bog dog he ate at the cafe gave him food poisoning.
I keep all my food locked in the storeroom when I'm not here. You think he was poisoned?
I think he was poisoned.
Poisoned by me?
The storeroom was broken into with a lockpick.
A lockpick? I've never encountered a problem like this before. But since last night, am I in a position to doubt a claim like that?
Somebody knew that Remington would eat a bog dog. He ate one every day, right?
Do you suppose this explains the missing bottles of swamp juice as well?
Yeah, probably.
There's a little locked door on the side of. I think it's part of the cafe. A shipwreck? And why is? It's a humble gift shop wagon. Let's take a look. Bonky dolls, bonky toys, bonky postcards. Yeah, this stuff isn't half bad. It's a framed drawing of Boggy. What a shame, it's not even signed. What on earth? This thing doesn't seem to belong here at all. It's some kind of roughly made costume head, I think. There's a strange piece of red fabric stuffed inside. 2 clues for the price of 1, I guess. Brightly colored boggy baseball caps. Is there something behind them? Well, I wouldn't wear it. Maybe to sleep in, you know, not outside. A Boggy's Bog mug. Maybe I'll get one and surprise Officer James for Christmas. It's a map of the swamp. Mine seems a little older than this one, though. A Boggy's... Maybe I'll get... Bonky doll. Bonky doll. Bonky doll. Bonky doll.
Okay.
It's a photo of the swamp entrance. There's really no way to tell, you know?
Ah, there we go.
Sorry to interrupt. I can see that you're, hard at work.
Alright, so who's going to be the person that I'm not suspicious of that it very obviously did it? Because I think as of now, I'm 1 for 1. Or I'm 1 to 1 on, hey, I knew this guy did it, and yep, no suspicion whatsoever. Oh no. I only arrived.
No, I only just arrived.
You're the detective, right?
I'm a detective.
So, that was your head I saw blowing through here.
You spotted it too.
If you're good at your job, you may have realized that it's kind of dead around here. So, I generally notice magical floating detective hats. Oh, and don't worry, you'll look better without it.
How do you know?
Oh, I have a good imagination.
Alright, give me your
I didn't
job.
expect to see someone your age working in a place like this. But then again, I didn't expect there to be a place like this in a place like this.
I only started working here this year anyway. It's temporary. Just running the gift shop to earn a little extra money. Don't ask how I ended up here.
I'll save that question for a different day. You don't seem at home here exactly.
I hate it. This place is disgusting.
Come on, you don't think it's kind of beautiful?
You would say that. You only just got here. You'll get sick of it.
If I wasn't here, I'd be stuck in my office doing paperwork.
At least at your office, you don't have to bring spare clothes every day. It's impossible to leave this place without being covered in dirt.
Challenge accepted. I have a theory that the murderer was wearing a costume. A homemade outfit designed to look like the swamp creature.
I've never seen anything so ridiculous. You've never seen me in that.
I know it's not exactly the latest fashion, but...
No, you'd never see me in that. It would cover me up entirely.
That's the point of a disguise?
Look, detective. When you have legs like mine, you don't want to be wearing disguises.
Is that why you always wear those black leggings?
You've only just met me and you're making assumptions about what I always wear.
And making assumptions is the fun part of being a detective.
Well, you're right. I always wear these.
Not suspicious. Suspicious.
Okay, so I just need to I need to make sure that I actually go through and edit everything before I leave. Okay. Actually, is there anything that I might have...
I'm not going to worry about how frail that wooden path. There aren't many clues over here, unless those trees are a clue. But I don't think so. There aren't many clues, but I...
Okay. Oh, hey.
You've arrived at a bad time, my friend. For once, they don't actually want tourists walking around this place.
I always arrive at a bad time. It's what I do. I'm a detective, not a tourist.
My apologies. It's just, you have the same wide-eyed expression as the kids that come here. Running around, spending their parents' money, you know.
Well, you know, it's not
there's something
every
on the
day
path.
I visit a swamp full of such unique specimens.
It's no problem. You're just thinking what we all thought when we arrived for the first time.
Why didn't they put in a bathroom?
No, you're thinking, this place is beautiful. What a lucky man I am to be here.
I am I? Well, if you say so.
Edward Everstone, at your service.
That's a pretty cool name. Can I call you Ed?
You don't need to. Everyone just calls me Echo.
I guess you'd bounce if I threw you off
Why?
through the wall.
Because you'd bounce if I threw you against a wall?
What? No. Because I always come back. Again and again, until my job is done.
Okay.
You're protesting, right?
I certainly am. And now that you're here, I'm getting you involved.
What does that mean? Yeah, I haven't got time to hold up signs for you. I'm sorry.
You simply have to hear my message and take it with you.
Go ahead. I'm all ears. Plus, I have a little notebook.
What was the first thing you felt when you saw the sign for Boggy's Bog looming over you?
Well, I thought it was...
Not thought. Felt.
I felt... well, something seemed wrong. There wouldn't be a tourist attraction in the middle of a swamp like this. There shouldn't be.
My job is done. Clearly your brain is working perfectly, Detective.
So you're against the tourist attraction? Yeah, let's
Definitely not
one of
this
this
guy.
area was kept as a natural habitat, right?
Right again. And that precise word, habitat. First and foremost, I'm protesting for animal rights.
Well, okay, I'm following you, but it's not like they're cutting down trees or anything like that, right?
All animals deserve the right to live in peace, and I promise you, on a normal day, this place is far from peaceful.
Are you talking about the swamp creature? About Boggy?
A creature like that. He's earned the right to be left alone. We're fools to invite ourselves into his home like this on a daily basis, assuming he's not going to mind. Assuming he'll keep to himself and let us walk around with his face on our t-shirts.
Well, I agree. I think he should be left alone. But like you said, he can probably handle himself. And if no one has even seen him in 60 years, I don't really see the problem.
Unlike you, Detective, I never had an academic calling in life. I was never even a talented artist or musician or anything.
It's a really weird way of phrasing that.
To stand up for those who were getting a raw deal.
He gestured at me with his right hand.
You come here every day.
Yes, I do.
Well, I'm only going to ask you about one of those days. What were you doing yesterday evening?
I was here at my protest spot until fairly late. Then I went to get something to eat at Harper's Cafe before I...
Wait, you ate at the cafe here? Doesn't supporting the tourist attraction like that kind of go against your protest?
Oh, he's the one
A
who
man
broke
has
in.
to eat, doesn't he? I don't think the meager contributions of one person are going to keep this place afloat. Especially now.
And you're sleeping here? Doesn't it get cold at night?
Well, I came prepared, of course. I usually find myself with 1 or 2 extra layers to wear. Most of this bulk is padding, I promise you.
I'm sure it is. So you stayed here the whole night?
That's right. And I admit I may have heard some stranger than usual sounds floating around the swamp last night.
What kind
I
of
really do
sounds?
like this
It's
art
impossible
style.
to say.
I prefer
This
the
place
one that
fills
they
the
went
most
with, or they're
terrifying
going with.
sounds at night.
But this is
Hundreds of
really
animals,
charming.
Some tiny, some much larger, awaken and make their own protests every night until the sun rises in the morning.
Insects make noises at night. Okay, I've written it down. What can you tell me about these designs for a costume? A boggy
It's
costume.
Boggy! I must admit, I've been a fan of his before I ever came to the swamp.
A fan? So you're interested in cryptozoology?
Oh, no, I meant, well, Boggy has been in all kinds of cartoons and comic strips. He's one of the greatest characters of the last 100 years. I've got some comics in my tent. You really should see.
But he was only discovered 60 years ago.
Oh, that's true. Well, I rounded up.
But what about his costume? Have you seen anyone wearing it?
I can
That's really
honestly
weird.
say I've never seen anyone wearing anything like that. And I'm a very observant person.
You rounded 60 years to 100 years or so. I swear to God, if it's definitely not this guy joke of like just trying to start. I was gonna just say it against everybody from this point onward because I have to loop back. I swear to God, if it's this guy.
These flower petals seem a little out of place, lying on the ground over there. Looks like this path leads towards the northwest corner of Boggy's Bog. I can't wait. A rather prominent tree stump looming over the wooden pathway. It's hard to ignore. I'm impressed someone managed to pitch a tent here, and I'm impressed someone would want to. It's a colorful, boggy-themed padlock. He's staring into my soul. It should open if I set the right number.
Do I know what year it is? I believe the yearbook. I don't actually know the year, so I missed something in the entrance, which makes me think that there's another person here.
It's an old statue. It's an opportunity for a photographic. The two characters are an explorer. Just an odd old tree. I still don't forget to use walk mode to.
It does say there is something here at the entrance. Oh wait, no, it's this next one.
I don't forget to.
Right, walk mode.
Note to self. There's a hollow. Those trees. Apparently, just.
Alright, well. I really only got one direction to go.
Even though I have the key, this might not be as simple as I'd hoped. This door has 2 keyholes. So, which key should I use in each one? Remington's desk is covered in drawings and maps and notes. It's all about Boggy. He was obsessed. An ink bottle spilled into his work. I'm sure he didn't do that on purpose. Yeesh, it's a bit of a mess. Perhaps there's something underneath those drawings. It's a letter Remington was writing before something caused him to spill his ink bottle. My dear fellow, I received your note 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
But I've
fellow.
only recently found the time to do the appropriate research on the matter. I feel like my time in this awful swamp might finally come to a close. All due to the simple realization, the rest is obscured. What a tease. It's a note addressed to Richard Remington. The handwriting is immaculate. Richard, our man of the world. A little help is in order. We're worried that the efforts regarding our elusive little friend might be in vain. Send word when you can. The letter is signed FF, and attached is a blurry little picture. It's some kind of metallic insect. The whole thing is a mystery. I have no idea. Vincent Vanderpeer's business card. There's a couple of numbers scribbled on the back. There's a couple of numbers. An old hunting rifle, discarded carelessly near the window. This isn't the kind of thing I can ignore.
Okay, it's seeming.
Photos and paintings line the wall above the fireplace.
If I'm remembering the lore of the last game, it's
But
gonna
one of the
be
frames is
somebody.
empty.
It's gonna be the gal.
Wait a second. What are these pieces on the floor underneath it? This photo is ripped, but it looks important. If I can piece it together again, maybe it'll reveal a secret. This photograph, it's a young Remington, and some other men I don't know. They're all holding rifles. Maybe I can ask Harper about it. The open window looks over the wooden planks outside. Oh, and on one side, a part of the curtain has been ripped off. Something happened here. There are signs of a struggle between the desk and the window. I don't know what's in that jar. I'm gonna stop looking at it now. Hunting memorabilia. It would be an impressive collection if it wasn't so disturbing. It's a sharp metal poker for a fireplace, hidden in the shadows. Something about those 3 prongs. I feel like I just stumbled across an incredibly important piece of evidence. Have I uncovered a secret in here?
Sally's face. The broken mirror from last game. Nice.
The hunting photo is historical evidence that Richard Remington belonged to a secret society. I'm getting a strong feeling that Remington might be the bad guy in this story. If he wasn't already dead, I would have loved to ask him a couple of questions. I should ask around, see if I can gather any information about his motives for being here.
Still missing one person. So, do I have all of the... No, I'm missing one last thing. I would say that I should check the fireplace.
This is the creepiest office I've ever been in. Ever. This is the creepiest... Hunting map. It would be an... These animals... I don't recognize... This is the creep...
Oh, okay. Okay, unrecognizable animals. Interesting. Okay. Got everything outside the office. Everything in the clearing. I see one thing at the protest, which would be the tent. Everything at the bridge. Missing some stuff at the tree house. Got everything at the cafe. Got everything at the gift shop. Okay. One thing at the crossroads, one thing at the tree house. Why is it wanting me to go back in there?
This is the creepy. And all this. This is the. These I don't. Some there's. The open window. Oh, and on. This is the. No. These animals. I don't rec. Photos and paintings, but one of the frames. Wait a second. This photograph and some other. Maybe I can ask.
Okay, it's telling me there's something in there, but I don't trust it right now. Okay. Let's talk to you about
What
body
can you
costume.
tell me about these designs for a boggy costume?
Nothing whatsoever.
You're sure you didn't see anything like this while you were filming yesterday? Wait,
Don't you dare ask.
this costume isn't your doing, is it? Made for your movie, I mean?
My friend, there will be no costumed idiots within the viewfinder of my camera. I can assure you that.
And what about your boggy movie? Isn't that gonna be, like, a guy in a costume, or a puppet, or one of those weird robot things?
Technology has been kind to people like me. We no longer have any need for such tomfoolery. I can create a perfectly believable swamp creature within the confines of a computer. Much cheaper, too.
CG is not. Good CG is
I
not.
suppose you've met with our murder victim, Richard Remington.
Yes, I've been in and out of this place for a while now. Naturally, I've crossed paths with Remington a number of times. Good value, that one. A real raconteur, you know.
You liked him? So far, I'm getting the impression he wasn't the most popular guy around here.
Well, the man obviously slipped up somewhere, made an enemy or two, and bam, that's that. You just can't be too careful, can you?
Yeah, I think he did have an enemy or two. Or three. But you liked him.
I respected him. Good head on his shoulders. Good business sense, that man. He understood how to make things work for him. You won't be getting very far discussing that with me. Try someone less important. If you want an autograph, a plain sheet of paper will suffice, thank you. He's a talented man, that Burl. Sometimes I wonder if he'd be better off pursuing his photography full-time, you know?
Aww. That's actually really sweet.
I don't know if it's any use to you at all. I'll film again tonight and try to get a version without all those bizarre noises in the background. I don't really have time to be looking at items from your collection. You won't be getting very far discussing that with me. Try someone less important. If you want an autograph, a plain sheet of paper will suffice, thank you. I don't really have time to be looking at items from your collection. You won't be getting very far discussing that with me. Try someone... If you want to... I don't... You won't...
If you want... I don't...
I'm realizing what I missed. It's the...
Remington's desk is all up. Panic. Yeesh. Perhaps there's something. Vincent Vanderpeers. There's a couple of numbers scribbled on the back. It's a letter Remington wrote before, my dear Iris, but I've only. I feel like. Oh dear. The red. There's a map of the swamp lying. It's been. There's a map of. It's been. There's a map of the. It's been. There's a map of the. It's been.
Is that... Okay, there's one more piece of evidence.
Photos and one of the. Wait a sec. This photo and some. Maybe.
What the heck am I supposed to click on? There's like a bunch
I
of...
don't. I'm gonna stop. Hunting memorabilia. It would be an impression. Remington's desk is all about panic. Yeesh. It's perhaps there's some. Vincent Vanderpeers. There's a couple of numbers scribbled on the back.
I would like to see those numbers, if I could.
This is the photos and paint. One of the wait a this something there's an old this is the open window. Oh, the open window. Oh, no way.
Sorry, I'm at this point. I've clicked on almost every surface in this room.
This is the creepy.
So I just want to make sure.
The strange. Maybe I should take a clip. Maybe I can move some of. Strange.
So that's part of the costume.
These animals. I don't rec. It's a sharp note. Something I feel. This is the creepiest.
Okay, whatever. At this point, there is.
I don't.
So we're gonna.
You won't be getting. Uh-huh. I'm a busy man. I simply don't have. You want me to? The king of wit and whimsy. You met him? You're a lucky man. He's been working with me for a number of years. A real expert, of course. I'm a busy man and... Ah, yes. The reason we're all here, of course.
Not me.
Isn't he your prime suspect?
Well, officially, yeah, but I mean...
Like,
What an amazing creature! No one has seen him for 60 years and he still manages to get accused of murder. Incredible! Now there's a man who could handle himself.
I'm not so sure.
Well, apart from yesterday, that was just a one-off, wasn't it?
For him, I think so, yes.
Oh?
I found these designs for a costume, a boggy costume.
Uh-huh, the legendary swamp creature.
Yeah, that's the one.
But these are just a child's drawings, are they not?
You think?
Perhaps. It's difficult to tell.
You saw Remington last night, but had you met him before? Did you know him?
I've never really spoken with him, but we've come into contact a few times. Vincent likes to handle that kind of work, and I like to let him.
What do you think of this place? The tourist attraction, I mean.
I can't say I like the idea of a natural area like this becoming commercialized.
I know! I just can't understand why anyone would even try.
I think Mr. Remington had his reasons. He looked like a man with a couple of secrets.
Like what?
I have no idea. If I knew, they wouldn't be secrets. That's great. I'm sorry. What is it? Some evidence from last night's murder? I'm sorry, That's the food.
Before he got ill and rushed back
Oh.
to his office?
That's right.
This is going down in my notebook. It might be important.
Yes, that's my photograph, taken near the woods at the north end of Boggy's Bog. Have you tried looking there? Vincent's work, I see. I'm glad he knows
north
how to
end?
use the camera at least.
What do you think all those noises are?
Well, judging by the time this was recorded, I'd be able to make a pretty good guess. What is it? Some evidence? I'm sorry, I have... What is it? Some... I'm sorry, I have... What is it? Try showing it to some... I really don't have... You should ask someone else. The famous director, and my friend.
Aww.
A prolific cameraman with exceptional skills at carrying heavy equipment.
Try showing it to somebody. I really don't have an opinion. You should ask someone.
That museum is... Which makes it... Is it... That museum... Which... Is it... It's a step... So glad...
I go in.
The
Oh,
door's jammed unless I can get... Seems like I can rotate them around. Just until the gap in the middle is clear. That top hat guy would have so struggled with this one.
It's latent shade. Nice.
Models of Boggy's claws. Hold on. What's this? Something doesn't seem right here. I think I should try arranging these models into pairs. Something seems out of place. I don't think these gloves are part of the exhibit. It looks like someone tried to hide them here. There's a little door in the wall here. I think it leads outside. It's locked, though. This journal, it's full of drawings and notes all about Boggy. It seems to be the centerpiece of the entire museum.
Seems your back page written out.
Let's see here. This journal belonged to the explorer who first discovered Boggy in this swamp 60 years ago. Some educational facts about swamps. Did you know swamps are gross? In a different location. It's only recently been moved here to be part of the tourist attraction. That might explain why it looks so out of place. Apparently, this is the exact hat. It seems everyone is destined to lose a hat or two in this damn swamp. This is a really not worth the admission price. It's a poster from the old Boggy cartoon show.
MCMXXIV.
Let me guess, you don't work here, do you? I wonder if that makes you the first tourist I've seen today.
You're incorrect, detective. I am no mere tourist.
I do not like his
How did
voice.
you know I was a detective? Was it my stylish trench coat? My sensitive, inquisitive manner?
No, it's the hat I
What's the
saw
clueless
blowing through.
expression on your face?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's the one.
Right. That's it. You've done it now. What's your name?
I go by Folder. Agent Folder. What are you doing?
I'm writing bad things about you in my notebook.
I'm writing bad things about you in my notebook. So, if you're not a tourist, and you don't work here...
I am a scholar, an academic. I'm here to research the past and uncover the future.
So, you're visiting the museum. For fun.
Fun! Oh, there's nothing so simple as fun to be had here. I come to this museum night and day to study its secrets.
Ah, what kind of secrets? It's just a museum about Boggy, right? The swamp creature.
He's one of the most intriguing modern examples of cryptozoology. A fascinating combination of scientific fact and wild speculation.
I'm with you on the speculation front. Although, come to think of it, people have been hinting that I should find out about the history of this creature.
A wise suggestion. And you've come to the right person. My knowledge far exceeds anyone else you might have met so far.
So, you'll help me?
I suppose I could divulge some of my findings with you, if you're in the mood for a little light reading. Let me find it for you. Oh yeah, this'll do. Something for beginners at least.
Well, that's cool.
So, Mr. Folder.
Agent Folder.
Yeah, were you here yesterday? What were you doing last night?
I was here, in the museum, going through my files one final time before
I like that.
disappearing
That's really
into
funny.
the night.
He has a freaking
Don't
filing
museums
cabinet
usually
in a
close in the
pocket.
evenings?
They do. I've never been
Gonna
one
have
to
to
worry
steal
about
that
other
for a
people's
design later.
schedules. I come and go as I please. There's a key to every lock, detective.
Oh, so you have the key to the museum?
Of course I don't. Why would you think that?
Well,
Once again, that clueless expression. I use a lockpick and get in through the small side door. I have a right to be here, you see. Remington has no business locking me out, so I don't let him.
You just admitted to breaking the law. If everyone did that, my job would be a lot easier.
It's not my best lockpick. This new one's cheap. I used to own one, a superior model. Unfortunately, I misplaced it in one of the darker corners of the swamp, so
I'm writing down your confession about sneaking around here at night.
And what are you gonna do? Report me to Remington? Good luck, my friend.
He's dead.
I found these designs for a boggy costume.
Well, some ridiculous new merchandise for tourists to waste their money on.
No, I believe the murderer was dressed like this last night when they attacked Remington.
If they were trying to scare him out of the swamp, they should have spent more time making an accurate design.
What do you mean?
Well, this design is some bizarre hybrid between the real creature and the cartoon character.
Oh.
It simply hasn't been researched properly.
What's wrong with it?
Quite
Those
interesting.
flippers? Pure guesswork. Nothing but foolish imagination. Nobody knows what Boggy's feet look like. No footprint has ever been recorded.
So tell me, Special Agent Folder, how would you do a better job researching it if nothing has ever been
So,
recorded?
okay, so he's innocent
That's
of at least
you know,
the costume
I mean, it's
stuff.
all a matter of taking the time to. It's just that. But there's no way anyone would believe. Nothing but foolishness.
What can you tell me about your relationship with Richard Remington?
We didn't really have one, and now we definitely don't have one. But look, all I can say is that he was a coward who enjoyed watering down history for his own benefit.
What does
Yeah, we're
that
getting
mean?
close.
It means there are some chapters of this swamp's history that he never wanted anyone to know about.
Did he like you sniffing around this museum all the time?
I don't think he knew, to be honest. And even if he did, there's nothing he could have done about it. He has no right to this building. He knows that. We both know that.
Why not? It was part of his tourist attraction, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't. I've never seen that before, and I never want to see it again. I have no interest in This is just a piece of junk they sell to tourists. It has no resemblance to the real creature. You're wasting your... This file goes over some basic differences between the genuine creature and the cartoon character. It's nothing more than a basic overview, really. I've never... I
Hey.
have no interest. Actually, this is a classic example of a cryptid photograph.
What's a cryptid?
A creature unknown to science. Look at the slight blurring in this photo, the murky exposure. It's perfect.
It's perfect because it can't really be used as evidence?
Now you're catching on.
Wait. Oh yeah, no, it is this. Okay.
You're wasting your... I've never seen... I have no interest. You're wasting... I wonder who else knows about it. So, you found it. I wonder who else knows about it. Next time, only... Oh, yes, I know him. He occasionally asks me about the history and biology of the swamp creature. I explained to him what the real Boggy looks like and how they changed his appearance for the cartoon character.
Why did he ask about that?
Because some people are naturally curious. You should give it a try sometime. This person is of no interest to me. What... If I cared about...
Okay.
Next time... If I cared about that person, I would know everything I need to know already.
Wait. He said that about himself.
Are you asking about the cartoon character? Because I have no interest in such childish matters.
No, I think I'm asking about the actual creature. What's the difference anyway?
Everything! The man was a fool. That's all you need to know.
Okay, so Folder lost something.
That museum is quite a nice building. Which, is it being...
Aha! The great detective returns. Did you run out of ideas? Need a little push in the right direction?
No need to push me with the direction.
No need to
would help.
push me, but the direction would help.
Like it or not, I'm here to help you.
I get it. You give me a map, then you magically disappear and hide behind a tree for an hour. You want me to be impressed?
Did you talk to all the suspects yet?
I'm working on it. You can't rush these things, you know?
Have you noticed anything unusual?
I notice that this is going to take longer than I originally planned, and I'm getting the feeling that I wasn't wrong about this tourist attraction.
What do you mean?
I had a hard time believing there could be a place like this here in a dark corner of a swamp. It didn't make sense, and it still doesn't.
Some things don't make sense straight away. You need to look a little closer.
At what? The mud? The water? The trees?
Nope. They've been here for years, and they're not to blame. They belong here.
She's gone again. Hiding in a bush, no doubt. I wonder if she'll ever tell me something I can actually understand. What's this? The water's clear here. I can see my reflection in it. Not bad. The water's clear. I can see. Not bad. This staircase and this place. Someone please. Well. Check out that sun. Check out that sun. I'm indoors. The tree comes straight. It even has little. Okay, even I'll admit that's pretty cool. The tree. It even. Okay, even. There's a book on. How fascinating. I must take some time to read it. I'm in. The owner of. Though I'm not sure what else there is. There's a book on the. How fascinating. I'm indoors. A little blanket. It makes very little sense.
Alright.
I found these designs for a boggy costume. Do you know anything about them?
You're asking me because you can tell I'm experienced with needlecraft and sew my own clothes?
No, but that's a good reason. Let's go with that.
Well, these designs look like they should have stayed where they were.
In the trash?
On paper.
Oh, how come?
Whoever drew them didn't really know what they were doing.
You would have done it differently?
Of course. I am a seamstress. There was a time when I considered sewing my craft, my livelihood.
Really?
When Richard Remington arrived in the swamp years ago, I offered him some of my handmade fabric as a peace offering. I don't think he cared much for it. Most likely he threw it away. A pointless gift from some strange woman.
That's the,
You've been here so long,
the
you
drapes.
must have crossed paths with Remington a few times. What did you think of him?
That man was a threat to the swamp. We'll be better off without him. Hopefully the curtain will fall on his little tourist attraction as well.
Better off?
It's a really weird way of phrasing that.
Now?
There have been murderers loose in the swamp before.
What are you talking about?
In my time here, I've seen the swamp invaded by men. By hunters. Several times. They're relentless.
What were they hunting? Wait, what about Boggy? Is that why no one has seen him in 60 years?
They always fell short of their ultimate goal. That just meant they came back again and again, doing more harm each time.
But this area is protected by law, right?
It is now, but some men
It is
have
now.
no respect for laws, of any kind. They tried to get me to leave my home. I stood my ground.
Obviously. But this whole area is a tourist attraction now. I doubt Remington would have allowed anyone to march into Boggy's bog with a gun and start hunting down its main attraction.
No, thank you. If you bring me something with liquid, you can put that away. I can't. There's two of them you don't see very much anymore. And one of them only grows around the museum. No, thank you.
Let's see. First thing we do is put the sample of liquid into the cauldron, then tap the faucet. And now, we just have to match the color of that liquid with these ingredients. Got it! Now I know what that liquid consists of. I'll write it down in my notes.
If you bring me something, you can put that. No, thank you. If you bring me, you can.
Let's see. First thing we do, then tap the faucet. And now we got it! Now I know what that liquid consists. I'll write it down in my notes. That looks pretty similar to last time.
I recognize some of those men.
Oh.
Unfortunately, they've hunted in the swamp before.
Before it became a protected area?
Before that, yes. And one of them after that.
This is a 60-year-old journal. It was on display in a museum.
I know what it is.
I thought you might. I'm supposed to look to the past, right? Richard Remington killed the swamp creature when Boggy was discovered by the explorers 60 years ago. No. Lady Weybridge was living in the swamp when Boggy was discovered by the explorers 60 years ago. I think that's pretty close. I'm starting to piece together the history of this place. Lady Weybridge was living in the swamp when Boggy was hunted and killed. I'm losing my mind here.
Oh, right. When the
Lady
swamp creature was
Weybridge
discovered.
living in the swamp
Because
when
Foggy
the swamp
is
creature
secondary
was
to it.
discovered by the explorers 60 years ago. Lady Weybridge. She was living here when Boggy was first discovered by the explorer.
No, thank you. If you bring me something with...
Let's see. First, then tap the... And now... Got it! Now I know what that liquid... I'll write it down in my notes. Was that the same as last time? This was the exact same liquid.
You can put that... Show it to someone who doesn't live in... I'm not... You should ask... Show it to... Doesn't live in a tree. I'm not even...
Oh wait, shit.
A fascinating old woman who
Yeah.
lives in a wonderful treehouse. I heard she wasn't so keen on visitors, though. You should ask... Show it to... Doesn't live... I have nothing good to say about that man, so I won't say anything at all.
Alright, challenge
I've
time.
been looking into the history of this place.
Oh, really? Did you find anything?
Yeah. You.
You must be confused. You found me today, when you barged into my house. Remember?
You You're living in the swamp when the explorer visited 60
You
years
were
ago.
already living in the swamp when the explorer came here 60 years ago.
The explorer? That man they talk about in the museum?
The one who originally discovered Boggy. You know who I'm talking about. His sketches and notes are the only real evidence we have for this creature.
You already have his journal. You learned to read, I assume. What else do you need?
Page missing. I think you know where it
There's
is.
a page missing from the journal. I think you know where it is.
Why on earth would I know something like that?
Because you were the only person here when the explorer visited the swamp. I have a suspicion that the swamp creature wasn't the only thing he discovered.
You're suggesting he gave me a page from the back of his journal. Or what, that I stole it?
I really have no idea. If I could see it, I might be able to make up my mind.
It doesn't belong in a museum. It belongs here, with me. You understand?
What if I promise I'll return it after I finish clearing up this mess?
Then, I'll show it to you.
Is this you? He drew you into his journal? It's beautiful.
60 years ago, yes. He left the page with me. We agreed the rest of the world would manage without it.
I think there's something on the back. What's this? Footprints.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I should ask her about the. Nope, that wasn't it.
He drew me. I was 20 years old. That's the end of the story.
I bet it's not. Does this explorer have a name?
Yes?
Are you going to tell me?
No.
Grass, trees, nothing unusual. Grass. Predictably, a trash can, a glamorous. The tables and chairs, I think. You said you knew Remington?
He and I knew each other for a long time. I came to work at his tourist attraction in the early days, when he needed help.
Well, what kept you here?
I know most people wouldn't want to work in a place like this. I actually like it here, so I was happy to oblige.
You might like it, but I still don't see why anyone would build a tourist attraction here.
Mr. Remington has his reasons. He probably had several. I don't presume to know what they all were. Even though we were friends, he had some secrets, some hobbies, that I was happy to let him keep secret.
Secrets? Hobbies? A secret hobby?
He was a man with a dream, I can tell you that much. He's dead, but he always knew what he was getting involved with. Why don't you show that to... You don't know everything. I can't help you. Why don't you It's the most popular drink that I sell. In fact, a lot of it has disappeared from my stocks recently.
Okay, so it's, it's obviously what's been drizzled on the fireplace poker and the gloves.
It was Mr. Remington's favorite food. That strange green powder isn't supposed to be there. I don't know everything. I can't help. That's Mr. Remington's old hunting rifle. He usually keeps it around. For whatever reason. He was very fond of that thing. Looks like it was fired recently.
I love it.
That's the same fabric from Mr. Remington's curtains. It's Mr. Remington's fireplace poker. This slime on the handle. It's familiar for some reason. One of Mr. Remington's secrets. I never wanted to know the details, but these men travel the world, seeking mysterious animals to hunt. They consider myths and legends to be the ultimate prey. Why don't you show? I don't know every. I can't. Why don't you? I don't know every. I can't help.
There's a little. I think it's part of.
Okay, so it's basically whoever has the lockpick, which, funnily enough, I think the first guy that I went to and was like, definitely not this person.
When you have a moment free from your busy schedule, I need to ask you about last night.
Alright, we're
I
gonna...
know, but it won't help. I worked here during the day, then left my gift shop and went home in the evening, same as every day.
You just leave your gift shop here when you go?
No, I put it in my pocket.
Yeah, seriously though, as much as I appreciate sarcasm, I think I'd get in trouble if I wrote something like that down in my notes.
Well, look, you've noticed the gift shop has wheels and you're thinking, oh, she's pretty lazy to leave it lying around. But if you want to try pushing this thing through the swamp, be my guest. And I can't lock it up, so I just leave it here overnight. Nobody's ever stolen any of this lousy merchandise anyway. I even left my spare clothes here when I went home last night.
You left them here? By the gift shop?
Yeah, it's no big deal. They were all still here this morning. Kind of.
Kind of?
I think someone played a stupid joke, and my spare black leggings were covered in some disgusting swamp slime when I found them in the bag this morning. If you're going to take my clothes and mess them up, then just keep them. I don't want them back. You know what I mean?
I absolutely do. So what can you tell me about your relationship with Richard Remington?
I didn't have one. I think I spoke to him twice, ever. He usually seemed really busy, but more like preoccupied.
Preoccupied? Like he was thinking about something else? Something that wasn't this tourist attraction?
Who can say? What do old men think about?
What? Are you implying that I know the answer to that?
Where are you keeping all this stuff? Is that one of your clues? These hats look pretty stupid. Luckily, kids seem to like stupid stuff.
You sell a lot of them?
Yeah, they're pretty popular. I have no idea.
Okay, no idea dialogue,
Where are you keeping all this stuff?
or no idea dialogue.
Is that one of your clues? It's... I have no... This was taken near the forest at the back of the swamp, correct?
Yes, I think so.
Mm-hmm. The water is really clear back there. The legs of this thing are reflected in the bottom half of the photo. It's a nice shot, actually.
A reflection? Oh, yeah, of course. A reflection in the water.
Where are you... Is that one of your clues? I have no... Where are you... Is that one of your clues? I have no... Where are... I can draw...
Can you show me?
There's no time. Maybe in the sequel. That
Alright.
is not something from my gift shop. I've never seen it before. Is that one of your... I have no...
I don't know why she still works here, to be honest. One murder is one murder too many.
Yeah, I have a pretty good view of him from here. Anyone supporting animal rights is okay in my book. His protest used to have a bit more energy, though. He spends more time inside his tent these days.
What's he doing in there?
I'm happy to say, I don't know.
There might be something I can ask Echo about. Echo spends less time holding the protest sign and more time in his tent. I wonder if Echo can tell me what he's been doing that's more important than his protest.
They're mine, but I left them here last night. Now they're covered in slime, and I don't want to go near them. I really don't know what to tell you. Is that one of the other suspects? They're more suspicious than me. Let's agree on that. Is that your new friend? Sweet. I really... Is that one of the other more suspicious? I think the cartoon character is kind of dumb.
What about the real creature?
I've never met him.
Me neither.
He made sure I always got paid, so I can't say anything bad about him.
You can if you like. He won't hear you.
You should have more respect for the dead.
I know. I'm impressed someone, and I'm... It's a journal. Bad news. Remington is dead. I don't know what to do. Was my whole protest in vain? They'll shut this place down, sure, but I'll never know if I got through to him. That's all he's written.
Ah!
So what did Mr. Remington think of you? I mean, protesting in the middle of a swamp every day.
It wasn't his swamp. If he ever truly thought it was, then he was even more of a fool than he seemed.
But he didn't like you hanging around, right?
That man was exceptionally skilled at ignoring me, ignoring anything he didn't like.
So, what, he just left you alone?
He expected me to get bored and go home. He figured I'd get sick of this place and he'd have it back to himself.
But he didn't want it to himself, did he? He wanted lots of people to come visit all the time, surely.
I'm sure it says that in the brochure. Yes. Show it to somebody else. No thanks, I'm afraid I have... Show it... No thanks. I'm afraid... Show it... No thanks. I'm afraid... Show it... No thanks. Why are you carrying that around with you?
I have a suspicion it may have been the murder weapon.
Really? I thought Remington was attacked by something with claws, wasn't he?
Now it is this guy.
What?
You're not a bad detective.
Well, I found the photo in Remington's office. It was ripped up, though. I think he was some kind of...
He was a lot of things. Don't lose that picture. And show it to Mr. Harper before you leave. This is the one that man left here 60 years ago?
You seem a little unsure of the details. Shouldn't you have read up on all this stuff?
Forgive me. It's hard for me to get the image of Boggy as the lovable cartoon character out of my mind. He's just so iconic. Did you know, in 1973, he...
But you're protesting to protect the real swamp creature. The cartoon character is just some commercial byproduct, right?
Yes, of course. I'm afraid I have... Show it to some... No thanks. I'm afraid... Show it... No thanks.
Alright.
I heard you've
Challenge
been spending less time protesting recently and more time, in your tent. Normally I wouldn't pry, but it's my job to ask...
Untouched people have even noticed something like that. I usually get the impression everyone else is doing their best to ignore me.
So, you admit it's true?
You can put your notebook away. There isn't really any reason for it. nothing worth writing down, at least.
Well, if it's not worth writing down, maybe it's worth hearing.
Yeah,
In
you
that
see a little
case,
ghosty
forget it.
goo
How do you know?
at some point.
Maybe it would echo in my mind.
Look, if you take a guess and get it right, I promise not to deny it.
Let's work out why Echo was hidden away in his tent.
Ah, there it is.
Notebook time.
You've been hiding in your tent because the swamp is haunted.
Why not?
I heard you've been... and more time, normally I would ask...
Untouched people have even noticed something like that. I usually get the impression everyone...
So,
You can... Nothing worth...
well, if...
In that case...
How do you...
Look, if you take it...
Let's work out why Echo was hidden away in his tent. Notebook time.
You've been in your tent hiding from Boggy.
Why not?
I heard you've... and more... normally I ask...
Untouched people have... I usually...
So,
You can... Nothing worth...
well, if it's not...
In that case...
How do you know?
Look...
Let's work out why Echo... Notebook time.
So, this guy.
You've been hiding in your tent from the tax man.
I feel like that's not gonna be correct, but whatever.
Oh?
Let's see. First, and tap. And now we. Got it. Now I know what that liquid consists of. I'll write it down in my. What's going on here? That was definitely the same as the other tests. There's something about that green slime. The fireplace broker found at the crime
Yeah.
scene and the black leggings are covered in the same swamp slime. Sally's leggings. They link her with the crime scene. I'll have to ask her about it.
What?
The black leggings you found in your bag this morning. They're covered in the same slime that was on the murder weapon.
Everything in the swamp is covered in slime. What's your angle, Grimoire?
black legs were part of the murderer's
Blue
costume.
black leggings were part of the murderer's costume.
Costume? Is that why someone took them out of my bag last night?
Well, you know, I don't have proof someone else took them.
If I had been wearing them when I committed a crime, do you think I would hand them over to a detective the second he shows up? Besides, look at them. What do you notice?
They're loose and
They're
stretched.
loose and stretched.
That's right, someone else. Someone larger than me has worn these. They're stretched out.
Okay.
Especially
I swear to God.
obvious.
So, let's see.
Can't be
Someone
him.
stole
It's
them to
totally
use in the
him.
boggy costume, and then put them back in your bag
fuck's
when they
sake.
were done?
If you say so. It's not my job to know all the details. It's my job to sell souvenirs. Do you want a souvenir?
Oh, my, yes, but only if you choose one for me.
You look like you could use something to wind up. You can take this one.
What?
Okay, so I'm done talking to most of the people here.
Ah.
It's the museum. Really only one person left talking to.
A good example of how Boggy's feet are never shown in any form. They often use that little red bucket to hide them. An important piece of the puzzle. This journal is a key to unlocking the history of this place.
Okay.
Is that the missing page of the journal?
I think so.
It's an important artifact. It belongs in a museum.
Yeah, you're not wearing the right hat to be saying that.
Well, this design is some bizarre hybrid between the real creature and the cartoon character.
Yes.
You're wasting your precious time, detective. The real swamp creature had claws, 3 on each hand to be precise. Why does the costume just have these pathetic fins instead? Guesswork. Nobody can know what Boggy's feet look like. It's his greatest secret.
The thing that Folder lost is going to be at the crime scene. Honestly, that's probably all that's left to look for.
What's this? There's a lockpick dropped amongst the weeds down here in the water. I just have to work out which vine to break and tap that button.
Okay, so 4 is this one. That's the leaf. It's gonna be 3.
That's the one, but I wonder where this lockpick came from.
Oh, it's got the same slime on it. Okay, so I gotta go to... No. I gotta go to Treehouse. Present her...
Let's see.
lockpick.
First thing we then tap the... And now...
It's exactly the same.
Got it! Now I'll write it down in my notes. The swamp slime. It's all the same. It's the exact same liquid again. I need to pick my questions carefully. The lockpick I found near Remington's body might belong to Agent Folder. As far as I know, Agent Folder is experienced with lockpicks. I wonder if he's hiding something.
Something you found on the floor? Come back when I'm not so busy, alright?
Dude, I know it's yours.
I have a bone to pick with you.
Are you setting yourself up for a joke? Something about a lockpick?
Maybe. Who knows? Stop distracting me. I'm trying to interrogate you.
My apologies, go ahead.
So, what are we showing photo now? Where did I find this again? I found a lockpick at the scene of the crime.
Oh, apparently you did. Why does this concern me?
You already admitted to owning one of these.
Yeah.
And how you're ever so happy to come and go as you please with it, am I right? Be honest.
Luckily for me, Detective, I was honest with you. I believe I have already explained that second lockpick before you even found it.
You lost your lockpick in the swamp and buy a new
You
one.
lost your lockpick in the swamp and had to buy a new one.
That's right. I appreciate you finding it for me. However, I won't ask for it back. Apparently, it has since become some diabolical instrument in the art of murder.
Yeah, it's an important piece of evidence.
I've never seen...
I think it's time I went to talk to Officer James.
Disagree.
I don't really have... You won't be... If you want... I don't really... You won't be... If you... I don't...
Uh-huh. I'm sorry. What is it? I'm sorry. What is it?
I mean, I'm not going to have a lot of time to do it otherwise, so I might as well just get as much.
No thanks, my friend.
I'm indoors.
You can.
Why don't you show... I don't know...
Hey, I was...
It's just part of the character. I'm surprised they don't sell some sort of boggy foot soaker.
And that would be the one product I'd consider buying. Where are you?
One thing at the museum I didn't play.
There's a little... let's see. This is... some educational... Did you know swamps... Some education... Did you know... Things and... Unless the thing is marmalade. This is a These are skulls? Books about bog... I'll read them some other time. I don't think so. This side of the... That museum is... Which... Is it being held? It's a stepping stone. So good. It's a stepping stone.
Okay.
That museum... Which... Is it... This is not. This is. Let's see. Who first discovered a pet? A pet. A pet. In a. It's only recent. That might explain. It's a poster. Copyright MC. That'll be. Swamps providing the best. It's a poster from the old boggy car. It says, but.
That was that. Okay, so what am I missing? Crossroad.
You again. Ready with some cryptic advice, no doubt? Who? The murderer? That's my job. I gotta make sure that
no,
they...
the creature. Don't take him away. This place is his home.
Oh, Boggy. Hey, don't worry. I didn't really believe he could be, responsible for this mess.
You didn't?
Well, no.
I didn't believe he existed at all.
Mainly because I didn't believe he existed at all.
So, he won't get in trouble? You won't have to leave?
Well, he's been out here for what, 60 years, hasn't he? And stayed out of trouble for that long. I have a feeling some detective isn't going to change all that in one day.
Well, in that case, he says... Thank you.
Note to self. Note to self. It's a fork in the... It's a fork. There's a hollow part. There's a hollow part. It's the base of a gigantic... Was this entire place built around it? And more time, in your tent. Normally I wouldn't pry, but it's my job to ask...
Untouched people. I usually...
So...
You... Nothing.
Well...
In that...
How do you...
Look.
Let's work out why Echo... Notebook time. You've been in your... I'm impressed, and it's a joke. Bad news. I don't know what to... They'll shut this place down.
Alright.
Not suspicious. Not suspicious. Not suspicious. Not suspicious. Not suspicious.
Yeah, okay, so these two are probably what are most suspicious.
Not suspicious. Not suspicious. Not suspicious. Not suspicious. Not suspicious. Not suspicious. Not suspicious. Not suspicious.
So,
not suspicious. 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 Not suspicious.
pretty sure. Let's see. Am I missing anything? What's really frustrating is I don't. I have everything. I've gotten everything except the last couple bits of the profile. So.
The tree. Maybe. Okay.
I've talked to her about everything. Talk to him about everything. Yes.
I simply don't have.
Oh?
There's a couple people I didn't talk to about,
I really...
I don't think I talked to Echo about Pointer either. Oh, I didn't talk
You're
to...
asking.
Didn't talk to Echo about
Pretty
anyone.
good beard, too. He seems like a good person. He even sympathizes with my cause.
He agrees with your protest? But he works here, right? And he was friends with Remington.
I think that was the only reason he worked here. Maybe he'll see the light now and leave the swamp behind him. Maybe everyone will. You're wasting your I have nothing to say. You're asking the wrong... Ah, yes, Agent Folder. A good man.
You know him?
We get on rather well, and we shared a number of views on the way things were run around here.
Boggy is my prime suspect, you know. The creature you're trying to protect.
Protect is the wrong word. If your suspicions were correct, we could both agree he's a creature that doesn't need protecting.
You think he might be the murderer?
I think he's a wild animal, and he wants to be left alone at any cost.
Fair enough.
The murder victim.
Since last night, yeah. But he was the owner of Boggy's Bog. Did you know him?
Not personally. To be honest, I'm quite glad about it.
Okay, I've already presented you with all the profiles. Okay, I've presented you with all the profiles. I think it's Harper that I haven't talked to about Pointer. Oh, I haven't talked to Harper about anyone.
On that list. It's here a lot. I think he's been putting less effort into his protests recently, which is a shame. I think it's an admirable cause.
Do you talk to him much?
Not really. Sometimes he likes to talk, just casual conversation. He asks how business is going and what everyone likes to eat, nothing of
That
real
was a
importance.
really bad placement for the achievement, by the way.
I don't know what
Though,
to say.
it's mostly because of what I've been doing.
I don't know. You have a lot of suspects. I don't know. You're prime suspect, am I correct?
Well, technically. But I'm not even
That's
sure
more
he's
dialogue.
real.
Don't worry about that. Real or not, the creature's
swear
the
to
most
fuck.
important part of this mystery.
Which one? The cartoon character or the real creature?
Exactly.
I have, in both
He was a friend
instances,
for many years.
been not sus of
If
the
you have any
actual
questions
fucking
about him or
murderer.
his belongings, I may be able to help you.
Oh?
Not suspicious.
Oh? So,
because I got an extra dialogue from the one girl, I think I'm gonna do this. Okay, well.
You finally returned. Well,
Yes, I have.
Did you find the swamp creature? Where is he?
I didn't find him.
What? You're not getting paid to wander about aimlessly, Grimoire. Get back out there.
I don't need to.
Why not? I thought he was our prime suspect.
Not anymore.
Didn't you find photographic evidence of Buggy from last night? Let me see that photo. If that's not Buggy, what is it?
I found designs for the costume in a trash can. Not only that, I collected all the pieces of the costume myself. Well, nearly all of them. There's still the one that...
But the footprints at the scene of the crime! How can you prove these don't belong to a real creature? What's this? I thought there were no records of a footprint anywhere.
No public records. The footprints at the crime scene don't match the ones on this page. They were just a product of these slippers. A part of the costume.
But Grimoire, this costume, it doesn't have claws of any kind. How do you explain the 3 wounds on the victim's chest?
The claws match up with the wounds perfectly. The handle's even covered in slime, see?
But this swamp slime was one of the reasons Buggy became a suspect in the first place. Surely this only incriminates the creature further.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? But that slime, it's not exactly what you think.
It's just checking that I was paying
This
attention.
stuff has an uncanny resemblance to the so-called swamp slime. A bunch of it was stolen from the storeroom of the cafe, which reminds me.
What is that, exactly?
A poisoned hot dog. It's the second reason that the murderer broke into the storeroom. He put this green powder on the entire supply, just to make sure.
To make sure of what?
Make sure Remington got ill.
To make sure Remington got ill and had to return to his office.
Remington went back to his office? Alone? I've been looking through your evidence, Grimoire. One piece in particular seems critical to me. I think we need to work out.
Video footage? Vincent Vanderpeer filmed it last night, at the exact moment of the murder, I believe.
Well, exactly. I think we can both agree these sounds in the background. They're essential in our mystery. Could you talk me through them? Just rearrange the descriptions on the left to match the sounds on the right. Drag them around and keep swapping until you're happy with the order. And if you want to hear the sounds again, you can tap on them.
No problem. I can always check my case file if I want to go over my notes.
Okay, so the ripping is clearly the fabric. The clang is the metal poker. This is the outcry. So this is Remington. So the creaking is Remington's door opening. The outcry is shock at Foggy being there. The last thud is this. And the last clang is this.
I think that's it.
Yes.
Excellent. There's just 2 small details bothering me. First of all, if Remington ripped off a piece of his curtains, why wasn't it found at the crime scene? What happened to it?
Turns out the murderer took that piece of fabric and concealed it inside the head of the costume. Then he fled the crime scene to hide all the parts in different areas of the swamp.
Well, that's my problem. If Remington fired his rifle, how did the assailant survive and manage to escape? Did Remington miss his target?
At point blank? A man of his experience? I don't think so. In fact, the answer to that question is the very last link in
Oh,
our chain.
it's why
The
he's been in
one
this
thing
tent.
that has eluded me so far. I'll drag the clue items from the left onto my drawing here, and we'll see what happens when we compare the pieces I collected with the original design.
Oh, the head, the body's gone.
Wait, you never found the body piece, the torso.
You're right, and I never would have found it. Not lying around. Not like the others.
But what does this have to do with the murderer surviving the rifle shot?
This torso is probably made up of some thick material, something covering the culprit's entire upper body. I believe it may have even been enough to
soften the impact from a bullet. Aha!
Exactly.
Well, let's put your theory to the test. Where is that last piece of the costume?
Huh. Okay, so two were at the gift shop. It's probably at the path. No, probably.
Where is that last piece of the costume?
I don't actually know.
Where is that?
Where
is that? Where is?
I actually don't know.
Where is? Where is? Where is? Where is? Where is? Where is? Where? How? We looked everywhere. Not a single clue.
Simple. He's still wearing it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what you want with me. Sounds like you two were smart enough to uncover the real criminal in this swamp, and lucky enough to have somebody else deal with him for you. You worked it out. He had his rifle on him. He got half a glance at me and pulled the trigger without hesitation.
But why would he do that? You were dressed as Buggy. He shouldn't be pointing his gun at a unique scientific specimen, not to mention his main attraction.
You're right.
That makes way too much
It
sense. I
doesn't
wish
make
I
sense,
thought of
does
it.
it? Not unless you're in on the secret. The hunting photo leads me to believe Richard Remington was here to hunt Boggy. A secret society, an order of hunters, seeking out mysterious and elusive creatures.
The order goes further than this one man, and much further than this one swamp.
The whole thing is kind of distressing. I knew something was wrong as soon as I stepped into that office.
I'm glad you've finally come around. It's not just
But what about Remington? He was a member of this order?
He made Boggy his own personal project, his own obsession. For years he hunted the creature, the potential perfect addition to his collection.
But he owned the tourist attraction. He set it up himself, didn't he?
He did. It was just his way of forming a legal loophole. Since the area became protected, he and his friends were unable to come here for hunting anymore. Boggy's Bog was just a front for his own little game. A man pursuing a creature.
A creature that might not even exist.
And that's why Remington kept a rifle nearby at all times?
Well, exactly. He didn't want to take any chances.
Now, don't you see? I did this place a service. Did Boggy a service. That creature, he can live in peace again.
Can he? You tried to frame him for murder. You wanted everyone to think he was some kind of ruthless predator?
Well, think about it. Once he became suspected of murder, they'd have no choice but to shut this whole place down. Everyone would finally realize they had no business here.
He's not a killer.
He's not a killer. You're the one who... You're...
Detective,
You. It's
finished. Well, don't be angry. You should be glad. It's finally time to leave the swamp. You have another job to do.
I don't know.
Not that it makes any difference to somebody like you, but I never intended to kill him. Just to scare him. Convince him Boggy wasn't going to let him live here in peace any longer. But, true to form, he had his rifle on him. You worked out the rest yourself.
It makes a difference.
Well, Mr. Everstone, I'm afraid you'll still have to come with us. Fortunately, there's a police station just a few miles down the...
Hey, wait!
Not at all how I saw that ending.
Aha!
Looks like you solved more than one mystery tonight.
That's cute. I really do like this game series, and Mermaid Mask will be finished. Will be out this upcoming Thursday.
Grimoire.
Well, what did they decide to do?
We had Mr. Everstone questioned. He was happy to tell us everything he knew. A number of rumors going around the department have been confirmed.
And Remington's office?
Searched down to the last detail. And, well, we agree with you. But I know what you're thinking. I'd love to put an end to it, just the same as you. But there's always...
Are we going after them?
We'd better be.
Got them all. Well, that brings us to the end of our stream for the day, with 2 games completed, but only 1 to be recorded, with an additional 9 achievements and 1 more game completion. Bringing us to 45 and a half and 82,580 on the dot. Wonderful game. Obviously, the one single issue with this is that the due diligence achievement procced while I was still playing the game, which is a point against achievement design, but does not affect the ranking of this game. That also means that due diligence is actually not the hardest one, because I probably could have just cycled through it, making Slickest of Sleuths the hardest achievement in this game. All told, this took me 2.5 hours, which is a great length for a detective game, in my opinion. I think that anywhere between 2 and 10 hours is about the sweet spot, because, like, the more complicated it is, the more you should have to go through evidence. The one thing I did not like about this game is deduction, as opposed to the other 2 in the series. So I'll kind of talk about all 3 of them together, and what I hope for Mermaid Mask, and then we'll end straight. So, first game, it was a little obvious who the killer was. Obviously, that was their first pass at this. Didn't like clowns, but whatever. first pass at it, they created a pretty good narrative. They gave enough red herrings and interesting little tidbits to be like, oh, maybe it's this person, maybe it's this. Here's a motive. Here's this. I didn't like they got proven innocent if you collected enough information, which they definitely fixed coming into this one. So that game, pretty good, great first feature. As for this game, coming into it, I really did like the investigation. There were some problems with what items I could click on, like where in the last game it was a little too obvious, because it highlighted what you were looking at. This game was a little bit of the opposite. I probably wouldn't have found the lockpick if I didn't go through and be like, okay, well, I have something left in the crime scene. Points for it for actually organizing them into which aspect of it the clue is from. That's a really clever idea, and I wish they had that in Tangle Tower. But, I can't knock Tangle Tower because it told me exactly how many pieces of evidence. And, it gave them to me. The order in which I found them is a fine order. This is a little bit better in my opinion, but I understand why they abandoned it, especially since they had the second page of evidence. I like the story. I like the deductions I had to make. The one deduction out of this whole thing that I didn't like was where is the final piece of the costume? If I didn't know it was the guy I thought it was, then, that would have been the biggest tip-off to be like, haha, you've been wrong, and that's not a fun way of doing it. There's also no immediate sign of oh, the person's still wearing it beforehand, which is a logical thing to think, but, I wasn't totally on the guy had gotten shot. I was on he opened the door and then ducked back out, and that's when he then did the murder. Or that he charged in and was planning to kill him. Regardless, I do like the deduction stuff, and that's what goes into Tangle Tower, and I really do like the put two things in and create a sentence. That's a very good mechanic. And seeing as it's the one that they continued over with the most build it up a bit more, they definitely know their strong suits. And Tangle Tower was incredible. I got almost nothing bad to say about it, save for definitely not this person. Tangle Tower, I think, was more interesting because I was able to suss out, I did a first pass and I was like, this person might be, this person might be. It's definitely not these two. The guy handing me the poisoned hot dog, the woman that's been there for 60 years, and the gift shop, and Sally definitely wasn't. I thought, to some extent, maybe it was the other three guys, and then I didn't even meet, the guy until, the very last one. Agent Folder was, stuck in there. There's one other thing. I did not like some of the interaction boxes here, but that is such a bitchy little thing for me to say, because I misclicked on, two things. They definitely improved them, so bravo for, the little minor inconvenience turning into a quality of life upgrade. Anyways, it's a lovely game, and I'm very glad to have gotten to play it. Anyways, have a lovely rest of your day.